Hey everybody, this is Scott, coming to you after a long little hiatus there. I haven't put out a video in a while. Most of you know that my mom has been going through a very long end of life phase, and she did pass away this past Thursday, as most of you know. And I just wanted to give you an update where I am. I'm doing really good. I'm doing great, I think, actually, barring the circumstances. So it comes in waves, and there's a lot of grief. But, my mom was my best friend. So I'm not just losing a mother, I'm losing my best friend I've ever had in my whole life. And I have lost them in a way. But in a way, I know she'll forever be in my heart. And I'm going to do another video later on after the funeral. The funeral's tomorrow. We had an open casket kind of thing for just the immediate family yesterday, and that was very, very rough. But it was great as well because I got to do some things and say some things that I needed to, as I have for the whole last week of her life. So I will be talking about that at a later time, and I'd love for you to join me. Now, what I really like to talk to you today about is the effects of toxic positivity and the effects of being a true, authentic friend. So, this has been happening, for a while with my mom, and she went into hospice in the early part of November. And there was no way you could not know if you're in the community. Everybody knows what community it is. And there's so many wonderful people that rallied around me and sent me goodwill wishes and everything. And then when she passed, they were right there, just like I knew they would be. Unfortunately, there were some that were not there for me, who said that they would be. And I thought, and even a few of the acquaintances who did this and followed along, with what happened in a negative way, but they thought it was positive. It hurt, guys. I'm not going to lie. It hurt really bad. And that grief that was growing from losing my mom, it was just added. This added to it. Because these people who said that they would be there for me and that I thought were real friends, that I thought was a wonderful mentor, that I looked up to so much, not only, decided not to be there for me, but decided to block me, delete me, take me completely out of the community if they could. Well, that hurt like hell. And it still does, guys. It still does. A lot of, and a couple of these people were just acquaintances. A couple of them I was talking to like every other day. And they promised me, I love you. I'm going to be there for you no matter what. And one little thing and they turn your back. So they turn their back. And so being positive toxically to me is only being there for people during good times. If you know me at all, you know that I talk about the good times. I love to joke. I love to laugh. But I also like to keep it real. I say in almost all my videos, there will not be unicorns and rainbows popping out my asshole all the time, because that's not who I am, and that's not who anyone is. We go through the bad to get us to the good. If you do not have negative things happen to you, or bad things that happen to you, you cannot get to the good things and learn. That's what we're here to do on this earth, is learn. And if you're only going to be a friend to somebody when everything's chipper and ha ha ha, then you're not being a true friend. And what happens is you deny that part of life that is there to teach you. And what happens is you hurt people by not being there for them, by lying to them, because you think, I don't want to be in a negative blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine, but I'm telling you, karma comes back. And it already has. It already has. Having said that, I will say that, and I want to give examples for this because I think it's very important, and I want the people who are true to me and love me and the people who are just watching me to just keep their eyes open for certain things, because I think that's important, because it struck me out of nowhere and it affected my grief for my mother and took away time that I needed to be grieving for my mother, to be devastated by the betrayal of certain people in this community. So I'm trying to just do this all without script, anything, because I want to speak from my heart. Toxic positivity. If you're only, like I said, if you're only going to be there for somebody during the good times, you might want to let them know. And don't say that you're going to be there for them always and you will never turn your back on them. And then one little thing happens. When we're going through grief, bad things happen sometimes. Sometimes you have to understand when somebody breaks down for 2-3 minutes and says things to you that you don't love or you don't think is sorry guys. You don't turn your back on your true friends. You say, wait a minute. I understand you're upset right now. And I know you didn't probably mean what you just said, but I probably said something to trigger you, which did happen. And I don't think anybody knows that. The things that happen in this community that people know about, they happen because someone triggered me. And, that trigger got a response. If I could take that back, I would. But I can't. But you don't turn your back on those people at all, okay? Because find out first what's going on. Oh my gosh, his mom is dying. Okay, let's think about this. Let me talk to you. I think you might have misunderstood what I said. Anything. But when you turn your back on someone, you risk not only hurting yourself, but hurting that person. And this grief has just been ganging up on me because it was just like a rapid fire of people that turned their back when I needed them the most. And that, my friends, is toxic positivity. So if you want to go la 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 all the time in chat and everywhere else, that's fine, but you're not for me. You are not for me, because that's not being a real friend. So really quick examples here. Don't tell someone, and I'm not preaching, I'm just telling you what happened to me. So if you tell someone that you can advertise during their chat and you want to put their your channel on their chat. So if I say, yeah, I don't mind anybody, I don't mind you putting your channel. You have a new channel and put that on there. And then I'm going to make you a moderator. And then the first time I or my friends go into the chat and put something in there saying, hey, just wanted you to know so-and-so that I'm having this coming up. Just wanted to let you know. And then that person stops the broadcast, and starts sending you hateful, really nasty things without talking to you about it. It just sends it and then blocks you everywhere. Boom, 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 block, 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 block. Okay. But I don't think that's real, and I don't think that person is a real, authentic friend. If someone tells you that something has happened and even sends you half of an email, half of a message, and you read it and only see one side and you don't go to that other person and you've told that other person that you care for them, right? You don't just go and listen to the one person and block out that other person. You see both sides of the story, don't you? You make sure you have your facts before you do that. And then this person who was my mentor who I loved as a mentor, went around and started telling everybody, what a toxic person I am because I had a negative moment. Okay. That to me is not being authentic. That's not a friend. And like I said, don't tell anybody you're going to be there for them always when you're going to flip like this and flip back and flip back and flip back. And the people who just followed along, who were my acquaintances, not really friends, that hurt too because they just followed along. Block, block, block everywhere. Blocking me out of chats when I need my community the most. Okay? That, my friends, is toxic positivity. And it did damage to me that I'm still trying to prepare when I should be grieving for my mother and not having to go through this. And in the words of one of those people, that, my friends, is what I call spiritual abuse. Now, having said that, I'm going to give it to you like it is, and that's what I'm doing. I am so thankful for coming into this community because there's been so many people, much more than the 12 that have pushed me out. Much more. There's 12 times 5 times 10 that are there for me. Acquaintances, some people that I didn't even know before this have reached out to me with their love, with their support, with their emotional support, financial support, everything to get me through this. I see you, and I want to talk about that for a minute. That right there is being a true, authentic friend. Not giving financially, giving any way you can. Sending a one-sentence email or a one-sentence comment, right? To someone in need. That is being a true, authentic friend. Realizing that we all have ups and downs and that you want to hold a vibration for them and be there for them in their time of need. And I've had people who have sent 1 to 2, comments, helped in other ways. And it took 2 seconds for them to do that. I thank you guys so much. But you know who you are, and I thank you all so much for that. And there's one in particular who won't leave my side, and I don't know what I'd do without her. I don't know what I'd do with all of you who have been there for me and supported me. Sip, sip, as Deanne says. So I wanted to make sure I ended on a positive note. I am going to be taking my channel in a different direction, a more positive direction, but not positive toxicity. Yeah. So that will be coming up soon after I get, everything clear from, the funeral tomorrow and really start to get things together. There's going to be some changes. Think very good changes. I'm thinking about changing my channel name a little bit. I'm thinking about, doing some really cool videos coming up. That will be fun. That will be sad sometimes. And we'll cover life and being truly authentic. Being truly authentic is realizing that there is good and bad. And like I said, we cannot learn the good without the bad. The thing is you learn while you're going through the bad. And I'm still learning. So, what I'm feeling right now might not be what I feel next week. But I just want those people to know that, especially if you've been there for me, this is not a one-way street. I want to be there for you as well. There's so many of you, and I see you. And even if you don't know me, and you're just stumbling onto this video, if you're a true person who understands that there are 2 sides to life and that that's okay to share, I'm here, and I will be here for you, and I will be a true friend as much as I can to those people who are true and respectful and understand that life is not an ocean of roses. It's roses and it's thorns. And we can't have one without the other. So I love you guys who have been there for me and trust me, and that I have been able to trust. I love you, and I thank you so much, and I see you all. And this video might not be popular at all, and then it says start spreading stuff around again, and boom, 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 boom. And I might have more people to block, because, you know, oh my gosh, I can't believe they said that. And they referred to this person. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I did go there. And you know what? I don't care, because actually I do care. I care because it needed to be said. Okay? But for those of you who have pure hearts and who have loved me through this, please continue to do so. I will be there for you when you need me. Even if it's right now and I'm going through this, if there's something that you need, you come to me, because that's what true friendship is about. And yeah, I've been passionate during this video, but it's because I have had a tremendous amount of learning that I've been able to do. And one is to be real, and the other is to be real to others and give yourself to others as you can. Don't expect anybody to give all of their time to anybody. But realizing that life is not a box of cherries. Box of chocolates. With cherries, right? But for those of you who have stuck by me, I love you. I appreciate you. And I see you. And we'll be coming up with a memorial for my mom soon. And I'd love for you, if you want to see and hear of some amazing things that happened in this past week that could only be from spirit, that can just change my life and allowed me to do this video, because I'm strong enough to do it, even when I'm going through the times that I'm going through. So I think I have said all I need to say for now. But, I appreciate those of you who appreciate me and appreciate my authenticity. And I see you with your authenticity, and love each other, guys. Love the heck out of people. Because when it all comes down to it, I believe that love is the one thing that matters. And this is to say, this is what love looks like, and this is what love does not look like. For your friends, for your relationships, your partners, your husbands and wives, your family. You have to forgive. You have to move on. And some people you have to let go of because they cross boundaries. And I think toxic positivity is the most common boundary that people do that is so destructive. But the love that I've received from this community has been some of the most powerful love I've ever seen from friends and people who don't even really know each other in real life, but they're there for each other. So for you guys, I can't thank you enough, except for to say I will be there for you when you need me, because bad things will happen, but we can learn and make them good. If we don't, then karma will get you, and it already has to some of these people. And I am not mentioning names, but if everybody wants to go, wow, 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 that's fine. That's fine with me, because this is what needed to be said. Now, I know my true friends will still stick around and be there for me. And, if you block me, then I know where you stand, right? If you don't, I know where you stand. And you send me love, I know where you stand. Because, guys, I need a lot right now. I need a lot of love to get through. The next couple of days, the next couple of weeks are going to be so hard. But I know there's a great lesson to be learned. And Even if it's just lighting a candle for me, I would so appreciate it, and my family. And that's all I have for now, because I'm about to cry. And thank you, those of you, again, who have been there for me unconditionally. I see you and I thank you. And I will be getting with you all soon with some new videos. And I'm so excited to share with you the things that manifested during my mom's last week on Earth, because some of the things that happened were just unbelievable and just incredible. So, and hopefully I'll have even more great things to share with you. But don't turn your back on people who need you the most, and follow along with people who are doing that to other people. Don't do that, guys. I can't tell you what to do, but I'll tell you, I've learned that does not work for you or for others. So, I will let you go with that. And again, just keep me in your prayers, your vibes, everything. If you feel led to, I'm rambling, but I was led to do this morning, so I think that's okay. There it is. Love you who love me. I see you who see me and see my true self. Thank you for that. And that's me, over and out. I will talk to you soon.